Hi everyone, so just a quick video today. I wanted to talk about taking a break from running. So this is an area that I know brings about an awful lot of anxiety in runners. I've been there, had a break, and then felt that incredible kind of dread of returning to running. So this video, I want to alleviate some of those anxieties and talk through some of the ways you may be able to mitigate some of that difficulty when returning to running. So without further ado, let's roll the video. So we've all been there. Things change in life when running can't always take that top spot. It can't always be the priority unless you are being paid and you're a professional athlete, or you're in a time of life where it really can take a priority. You're going to have that time when you have to reduce the amount of running or stop running altogether. And that can be for a variety of reasons. It can be family, it can be, not so great situations where it has to take the back seat. And I want to talk to you today very briefly about the fact that stopping running, taking a break from running, doesn't have to be the end of the world. So a lot of us, me included, have been there, done it, think that just taking a week or two off will be incredibly detrimental to our running. And in actual fact, it really isn't. And in a lot of cases, if you've been putting a lot of training in, taking a week or two off completely might even improve your running, giving your body a chance just to recover and recuperate from what's probably been a tough amount of training, maybe even not quite as much recovery as you probably should have been putting in. We're all guilty of that. So first and foremost, taking a week or two off actually might benefit you. Next, actually, how much fitness do you lose when you stop running? Well, not a lot. It very much depends on your training age. So we look at, obviously, your chronological age is your age, and your training age is how long have you been consistently training for. So the longer you're consistently training, potentially the longer you can have off without a huge detrimental effect. But nonetheless, if you've been training relatively well, taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, 6 weeks or so off actually probably won't affect your fitness as much as you think it will. And when you do go back running, a lot of that feeling of loss of fitness is what I call a psychological rustiness. It's that just your body's just not used to it. It feels a bit alien at first, but be rest assured, just a few runs in and you'll be flying again. So it doesn't take as much of your fitness out of you as you think taking a week or so, 4, 5, 6 weeks off. And a good example of this is just recently, and this is what's inspired me to make this video. Things have changed in my life, work and, things I love with physio, etc. There's been some new projects that have come along have meant that I really just have put running as on the back seat. And I ran the Plymouth Half 10 weeks or so ago. And since then, I think I've done about 5, maybe 6 runs. And the biggest run I've done is 4 miles. So you could argue that is not a lot of running. I went out for a long run today. I thought, spur of the moment, I just thought, I really fancy going for a long run. Now my physio head was saying, 10-mile long run, not having run, probably not a good idea. But then my human head thought, why not? Sod it, I really want to. And I just was excited by the idea, so I did. And I went out today and I ran 10 miles and I thought I'd have to stop. I thought my pace was going to be a certain pace, but I went out the door, I enjoyed it, I pushed myself pretty hard and it was difficult at times. I used a gel when maybe I wouldn't have done, but actually it showed me that I haven't lost that much fitness, even in 10 weeks of relatively no running. So it just goes to show, actually, you don't lose that much. So what can you do to help mitigate some of that loss of fitness? Because, I'm not sitting here saying that you are not going to lose any fitness by taking 2.5 months off running. You will. And, you'll lose that speed was one of the key things you do lose a bit quicker. But what can you do? So one of the things I've done is I have managed to get into the gym. I've been doing some strength work, and if I haven't really been posting much of them on Strava, but I've been in the gym maybe spending 15-20 minutes focused in the gym, getting some good sessions done. A lot less time than going for a run. And that, I think, has massively helped. I've also managed to get just the odd run in, and I think that's something to say. If something in life crops up, which means that your training takes a back seat, can you still just get 1 or 2 runs in a week? And I'm talking maybe even a 20-minute run. Just by ticking over, that will keep your body used to running. That impact of running, the forces that you put through your body when you're running. So just a small amount will make a big difference to how it feels when you do then start building up your training again. So I think that's kind of the key tip really, is if you have to take a forced break from running, can you fit something in? And I think the adage of something is better than nothing really is true. You know, some people out there will tell you that there's no point going for a run unless it's half an hour. There's no point going for a run if it's less than 4 miles. Absolute rubbish. You know, it really is. Something is better than nothing. And if all you can manage because of what's going on in life is 1 mile, then you do you and you do 1 mile and you enjoy that mile for what it is. Because let's face it, things happen in life where that mile might mean so much to you. You know, there's stuff that happens in people's lives that you and I sitting here probably aren't aware of, and a lot of you watching this probably have experienced some of these things. It doesn't mean that everyone knows about it. And running is so important to so many people. In the clinic here, one of the biggest things I do is try to keep people running, and that's because I understand that running is more than just a physical thing. It's so important for mental health. It's so important for people's well-being, mentally, physically. And I think just getting out and doing a mile is just as good. It keeps you ticking over, and when you are ready and when life allows you to get back, and if you choose to come back to running and train harder again, just ticking over, even if it's just 1 mile a week, will benefit you in the long run going back. So try and do something. But that said, if you can't do anything, see if you can do something else. Maybe just take some calf raises in the house. I'll put a link below for my strength training page on the video, on the website, which can just give you a few ideas of what you can do at home. It doesn't have to be complicated. It really doesn't. So hopefully that's helped. Inspired by me getting out there and doing a run, I'm going to have some forced recovery now, and I think my legs are going to be pretty sore, and I'm going to send out a video which I've been meaning to put out for a long time. So I'm going to put that out soon, so keep your eyes peeled. Hope everyone's enjoying the running. If you're not running, I'm hope this is kind of relieve some of the anxiety and fear of returning to running and feeling like you're going to be awful. You won't. Get out and enjoy it what you can, when you can, and let life change priorities. That's healthy. That's normal. Enjoy it, everyone. Hope that's been of help. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below. Share and like and subscribe, of course. I hope you have a wonderful time out there. Enjoy your running, what you can and when you can. Cheers, guys.